And reflect upon that you've already learned in marriage counseling. One of them was that when God got ready to bring Eve to Adam, he put Adam to sleep. He did not need input from Adam. He already knew who Adam was supposed to have. There he takes a bone from Adam. It's important for us to remember he doesn't take a bone from the head of Adam, so he wasn't implying that the man was more intelligent than the woman. He doesn't take a bone from the foot of Adam. So he wasn't teaching us that Adam was to stand above his wife. In fact, he takes a bone from the rib of Adam, the place that guards his heart. She's to stand beside him. And he gives Adam a job description in his turn. He calls him a husband. Husband comes from two English words, house and band. The husband is the person that's supposed to be able to hold the house together. He's got to be strong enough to be elastic and flexible, but still have strength enough to keep it from breaking. And it's interesting that when the first moment of transgression happens in this new relationship, God never comes asking where Eve is. He comes and he asks Adam, where are you? That's because the reality is God will never hold a woman in a marriage to the same level of accountability that he holds a man. Being head of the household does not mean you're the boss. It means you're the one that's responsible and accountable. So on Sunday morning, if I look out and I don't see Sister Jacqueline in worship, God won't be concerned, but he will want to know where is Clyde. Because Clyde sets the spiritual tone for the family. You are, in fact, the modern day Adam to her. Husbandman is the person that takes care of your flowers. So when a man gets married, he then has the ability to grow one flower, his wife. So when you find a married woman that's not growing, somewhere there's a husbandman that's not doing his job. Because men are supposed to be the managers, not the boss. It's interesting that he then takes this woman, takes this rib and fashions her and brings her and gives her to Adam, that when Adam sees her, he says, she is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. The reality is when a man meets his helpmeet, a part of him that has been missing is restored. It's amazing that when the transgression happens, God asks Adam, where are you? Adam then says, it's the woman that you gave me. She ate from the fruit. But they never get evicted from the garden when the woman eats from the fruit. But the moment that Adam eats from the fruit, they get evicted from the garden. And then God says to the woman, from now on, your seed and the seed of the adversary will have enmity between them. That word in English means hatred. Men by nature are warriors. They are looking for a fight. Women by nature are warring. They can see the enemy. Men can't see the enemy. They will work with the enemy, shoot pool with the enemy, play spades with the enemy, go golfing with the enemy, and never know the enemy is there. Women see the enemy quicker than anyone. That's why women can come to church on Sunday and see a woman look at her husband the wrong way, and she'll say to him, watch her. The man will think she's just being oversensitive because men don't have the ability to see the enemy, but women can. That's why when God asks the woman what happened, she says, it's the serpent. He has tricked us. Adam didn't even know the serpent was there. When a man does not have a woman who can point out where the enemy is, he will fight the wrong battles. And so your job, Sister Jackie, is to show the warrior where the enemy is, because he will pick the wrong battle to fight. That's why some men are abusive, because no one has ever pointed out who the real enemy is. Men need a fight. Women know who the enemy is. So God now joins you all together so that you can say, that's where he is, Clyde. And then Clyde can go win the battle. It is a story and a step out of Rocky. All you got to do is point the enemy out to him and tell him win. You are given a job description as well. He's the husband, house band. You are a helpmeet. We misuse that term in the body of Christ and we say helpmate. But in fact, the Bible says she's a helpmeet. For every married man in this room, if there's a vision that God gives you that you cannot tell me what the wife's role is, it is not a vision from God. Because the wife is called to help meet something. That's why women will join the church and automatically go to work work in the church because they love helping to meet the vision. Can I dare suggest that the most frustrated married woman in this room right now is a woman married to a man with no vision? Because women are looking for a man with a vision and a dream so they can help meet that dream. For the single sisters, there's one last nugget for you. The Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and the favor of the Lord. Clyde, she represents your favor. But there is no scripture in the Bible where it says it's not good for a woman to be alone. So for all the single sisters, you don't have to go hunting for a man. All you have to do is live your life, and your Boaz will find you. So you don't have to dress to get his attention. For the reality is, Ruth got his attention because she was working, not because of what she was wearing. Finally, you see that there's another reason that they stopped at the altar. In Bible days, what would happen is when you were getting ready to be joined together in holy matrimony, you would be espoused. Espousal meant that while you were preparing to get married, the groom would go to prepare where they were going to live. It's a metaphor of the church. For the church is the bride of Christ. The groom is Jesus. And according to the Gospel of John, he has gone to prepare a place for us. That where he is, there we will be also one day. And what would happen is an announcement would be made. It's the parable of the 10 virgins. 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. They announced that the bridegroom was coming. If you don't have somewhere to take your bride, you're not qualified for marriage. Even birds know that before they lay eggs, they build a nest. And so the reality is, the reason why you see them stopping is because in Bible days, it would not be the father of the bride that would prepare her. What would happen is the groom would prepare his best friend and leave him in charge of the sanctity of his bride while he would go prepare where they were going to live. In the modern day church, that is the role of the pastor. He is the best friend of the groom according to the New Testament. And while Jesus is gone to prepare where we will live eternally, he takes his manservant, the pastor, his best friend, and he leaves him there to guard the bride until the day that they will be joined together in holy matrimony. So standing next to him is more than just his son in a nice tuxedo. He is his best man. It is his responsibility to protect the bride in the groom's absence. And so it gives me great pleasure to ask, who gives this woman to be joined to this man? Bless you, you may be seated. And now, sir, it gives me great joy to invite you, representing your father as his best man, to go receive this woman and bring her to the altar that she might be joined in holy matrimony.